In the name of God, hello everybody, my name is Mehdi Kordnavasi. This is the fourth movie about the chapter 3, outlining the structure of ITIL or Information Technology Infrastructure Library. In this movie, we start to talk about who actually carries out ITIL activities, or understanding the functions. The ITIL framework consists mainly of a set of processes. A process is a set of activities coordinated to achieve an objective. But who in your organization carry out the activities? Some people, when introduced to ITIL for the first time, immediately assume they have to employ more staff to do ITIL. For example, when they see mention of a problem management process, they think to themselves, oh, I must set up a problem management team. This isn't always the right approach. Although many organizations do have a problem management team, this is because they've decided that is the most appropriate thing to do for their organization. ITIL has over 20 processes, and you can't set up a team for every one. One of the strengths of ITIL is that it describes processes that organizations can adopt to suit their needs without employing a fleet of new staff. People already perform many of the ITIL activities in your organization. Maybe what they lack is a bit of coordination. You need to be sure that the activities your staff performs focus on the goals of your organization. The ITIL process gives you the coordination you need. But I still haven't answered the question. Who actually does all this stuff? Here's why. ITIL can't come along and tell you that you need 15 network engineers, 30 staff on your service desk, and 95 support technicians. If it did, I suspect you would put this book down right now. You and your organization have to decide who does what. The good news is ITIL does provide guidance. In Chapter 2, I define a function as an organizational unit. This could be a team, department, division. In other words, a bunch of people in a room doing stuff. To help you decide which of your stuff should do what, ITIL suggests 4 main functions. Let's see. The first is service desk. Provide a single point of contact between the service provider and the user. Shop window of the IT department or organization. The next, IT operations management, which splits into 2 sub-functions: IT operations controls and facilities management. And the third, technical management. And fourth, Application management. The part 1 and 2 provides resources for the service operational stage, and the part 3 and 4 provides resources for every stage of the life cycle. The functions are the source of the people who take on the rules that perform the activities that are part of the process. Let's say again slowly. The functions are the source of the people who take on the rules that perform the activities that are part of the process. ITIL describes the functions and providing the resources for the various stages of the service life cycle. It also describes the functions as the owners of certain skills and knowledge. The service desk and the IT operations management functions provide resources for the service operation stage. The technical management and the application management functions provide resources for every stage of life cycle. So the technical management and application management functions have an understanding for the skills and knowledge required to design and manage the technology and application. They know what type of skills are required. They can then compare the skills required to the skills available within the organization by carrying out a skill analysis. This enables the technical management and application management functions to understand any gaps and ensure that your organization has access to the skills needed to provide the service to your organization or customers. For example, suppose I want to set up a project to design and transition a new email service. I ring up the technical manager and ask whether he has 2 email server engineers to help with the hardware requirements and design, and 3 support staff to help with the build, test, and deployment. In addition, I ring up the application manager and ask whether he has some staff I can second to my project to help with the software requirement, design, and testing. In both cases, the managers may say, "Sorry, I haven't got them at that moment. However, I've got some friendly contractors. I'll get them for you." Whatever the solution, I now have the staff I need for each stage of the service life cycle of my project. The picture summarizes the functions. It also illustrates the potential for overlaps to exist between the functions. For example, both IT operations management and technical management can get involved with resolving incidents and problems. This is also true of IT operations management and application management. Here in the left side is the service desk, and the both side of the IT operations management is a technical management in the left. It works with the mainframe, server, network, storage, databases, directory services, desktop computers, or middleware and internet and web. These activities under the technical management. And the other side is the application management, working in financial applications, HR application, business application. And in the middle, IT operations control, console management, job scheduling, backup and restore, print and output, and facility management, data centers, recovery sites, and consolidation and contracts. As you see, some overlaps exist between the functions of both parties.
Now that we have an understanding of some of the roles within the ITIL framework from a service operations point of view, there are many different organizational considerations that can be inputs to the design of an organizational structure. There are many different ways of organizing, and no way is best. It depends on the organization, and management teams must try to understand what is most effective for their environment. Some of the factors to consider are organizing by technical specialization, by activity, by process, geography, or some mix of those factors in a hybrid organization. There is no one best way. Each organization must do what makes sense for it depending on the specific environment. For organizations that have designed by technical specialization, here's an example. At the top, you may have an IT operations manager who oversees the IT operations control, the infrastructure, applications, and facilities management. Within the infrastructure, you may have the various technology stacks, including mainframe, server, storage, network, etc. Whereas under applications, you would have financial applications, HR applications, and business applications. This type of organizational structure is highly aligned to the technical specialization of the people within it, and is one way to think about how to organize an IT organization. Likewise, some organizations choose to organize by activity. In this type of organizational structure example, IT operations strategy and planning sits atop a group of teams organized by activity. These include things like architectures and standards, capacity planning, service portfolio management, or new technology research. Under architecture and standards, you would have the applications and the infrastructure. Under capacity planning, you would have the various technology stacks. In addition, some organizations organize by geography. In this example, we have an IT operations manager who oversees the American, European, African, and Asia-Pac IT organizations. Under each one of those geographies, they have the various operations by technology stack. This is another way of organizing for service operations. And again, no one way is best. It depends. Another approach is to have a centralized IT operational, technical, and application management stack. In this organizational structure, an IT operations manager oversees control, technical management, facilities management, and application management, and the various technology stacks fall into the various buckets underneath that approach. In this centralized approach, some of the benefits are economies of scale, but oftentimes this creates efficiencies but makes it difficult to align to the specific business needs if they're disparate across geography or some other dimension.